Welcome to episode 26. Here we catch up with some old friends and we move Annecam up onto a mooring right outside the Copra Shed Marina. We go for a stroll down the street and go to one of the local churches. We go to a local club nearby that put on a Father's Day luncheon cooked in a traditional underground oven. Might have been a bit hot and spicy for some. We check out a hot spring on the way back to Annecam. We catch a bus at the local bus station and take a ride to the east side of the island. On the way we pass through some well-maintained and well-manicured villages and we end up at the mission at Savu Creek. We had a meal of curried chicken on rice. We called it whacker chicken. The bone fragments were something else.
What I really love is going to all the different countries and meeting all the different people.
I like the challenge that comes with sailing. Dealing with the weather, navigation, customs and regulations of each nation that we sail to. Another South Pacific sunrise. We still say this is the best time of the day, and we set a new record for Annecam, anchoring in 28 metres of water while we're waiting for customs and immigration, health and biosecurity to clear us into the country. We sit and we watch the ferry traffic come and go from the dock at the mouth of Nakama Creek here in Savu Savu. We catch up with some people we've been playing with on some of the other islands as we cross the Pacific. We have Paul and Jane off Nora J, and John sitting in his dinghy off Oddity.
G'day.
Yeah, yesterday.
Day before yesterday.
And as we head into one of the docks here in Nakama Creek, we catch up with Debbie, also off the sailing yacht Oddity. After 2 nights sitting on our anchor in the mouth of Nakama Creek, we were able to find ourselves a mooring right in front of the Copra Shed Marina. Up here in Nakama Creek, it is a beautiful quiet place to be anchored, moored or whatever. A fantastic place to watch the sun come up each day. Our first Sunday here in Savu Savu, we jumped off the boat, walked up the street and we went to a local church. And here is Allah, the beautiful lady that invited us to join her at her church with one of her beautiful daughters. With just a single rhythm guitar played by one of Allah's daughters as accompaniment, they sang mostly gospel songs, and then her 3 girls got up and sang a number by themselves. This is our second visit to this beautiful country, Fiji. We came here 5 years ago, and our opinion then was all of the people were very friendly and very welcoming, and that has not changed one bit. We had a slight change of course to our next destination, we could hear a lot of noise coming over a PA system from a sporting complex, and we found out there was a scout jamboree in progress. We have arrived at the Planters Club for the Father's Day luncheon, a dinner cooked in the traditional underground oven. Fellow diners Debbie and John off their yacht Oddity join us for lunch. Some of us found the food a little bit hot and spicy for our delicate taste. We walked back to where we left our dinghies tied up, with Jonah Lynn and Kevin off their catamaran, Mango, John and Debbie off their yacht, Oddity. This is my first attempt at a shadow selfie. As the tide was low, we decided to walk up the beach, and we came across this boiling water coming up out of the ground. There are several hot springs in this area. Super hot water coming to the surface, producing lots of steam. Along with the crews of Oddity and Nora J, we decided we would catch a bus and take a ride to see a little bit more of this beautiful island. We found out the bus we wanted to catch wasn't leaving for a couple of hours, so we went and had some additional breakfast and some more coffee. On the bus, ready for takeoff to head across the island. We love these young gentlemen strolling around the outside of the buses trying to sell us all sorts of knickknacks. We finally get underway. The bus made extremely hard work of climbing up the hill out of town, but the driver made up for lost time going down the other side. They call this the Coast Road, and the views were absolutely stunning. There was very little evidence left of that nasty tropical storm, Winston, that came through last October. The loose gravel roads didn't slow this driver down. Almost every village that we passed through looked like the locals took a lot of pride in what they did there. They were neatly manicured and there wasn't a thing out of place. Our destination, the Savu Creek. The mission at Savu Creek is a medical facility that we're told is staffed by volunteers from all around the world. Is there anybody that doesn't like fresh baked bread in a wood-fired oven? It was time to purchase some lunch from the only shop that we could find in the village, and lunch was a very tasty curried chicken on a bed of rice. We just had to watch out for a few bone fragments though. Instead of waiting for the bus to pick us up in the Savu Creek for the return journey back to Savu Savu, we decided to take a walk back up the road to the next village, and we met a few of the locals on the way. While we were waiting for the bus, we watched as the local school children were heading home, all hopping down off their bus. Yay team, here comes our bus for the return journey. and we made it back into Savu Savu just as the sun was setting.